Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. I wanted to do a follow-up video on Fatid because he's definitely turned out to be quite an interesting monster. So first things first, I want to talk about the skills. Right now I have Vein Worm's Infestation, Traitor Eater, and Rotten Claw, and originally I didn't recommend Rotten Claw. Now to be honest, the only reason he has Rotten Claw is because I messed up. For some reason, for whatever reason, I thought Fatid was rank 5, and I thought, oh, I have until level 130, I can change the skills. And then before I knew it, that message popped up saying, if you want to rank this up, you need more cells, whatever, and I'm like, no, I messed up. I wanted to run Decomposing Body, which I think is an amazing skill. You get your double healing, your regeneration, your extra turn, which means you get that immediate heal. So I think it's definitely a good skill, one you should run. If you want to put Rotten Claw, or if you want to put Infected Breath, I would honestly recommend you get rid of Infestation, because that team revival skill, although it's really cool, I think it's inferior to Vein Worms, just the single target. Because with Vein Worms, you bring back a single ally, comes back with triple damage, and it doesn't die for 2 turns. Whereas with Infestation, unfortunately they die right after they do an attack, and you can't really clear it with that monster itself. Another monster can clear it, but not that individual monster. So I want to be really clear about that. There's nothing wrong with running Rotten Claw, or with running Infected Breath, but I personally would not recommend removing Decomposing Body. Decomposing Body is a super good skill, one you should have. Another thing I want to talk about is Traitor Eater. Originally you guys heard me say how this was an amazing skill, a good skill to have on defense, because if your monster was to get possessed, well then what happens? He does Traitor Eater and he'd actually kill an enemy monster. This was more along the lines of when he had the Mountain trait. Now that his trait turned to Tough, well, as you guys, if you saw my previous video, I tested it, it was actually very hard for possession to land. And now I'm thinking, what if you don't get possessed and the only skill you're running is the other extra turn skill, Decomposing Body and Traitor Eater, and none of your allies are dead? What's gonna happen? What if you Traitor Eater yourself and then you just lose a Fatid? That would really suck. So you might really want to reconsider running Traitor Eater if you're primarily using this monster on defense. Now again, it's still not a bad thing because it can still serve as a deterrent for the monster from the enemy doing AoE possession, because there is that possibility that they do possess Fatid and Fatid does do Traitor Eater on the enemy and then they lose a monster. So you know what, it's really, I wish there was a way to tell the AI, hey, if none of your allies are dead, don't do Traitor Eater, just recharge. That would be so nice to do, like if then statements. But just the fact that the AI might do Traitor Eater on himself, and that's what people have been telling me, that when they do the auto mode, he does Traitor Eater on himself, that is so darn unfortunate. But nonetheless, I guess I have to go with this skill set. I really want Decomposing Body, especially because I'm not too sure what I want to do with my runes. For sure I want to give him at least 2 team speed. For the last rune, I don't know if I want to go a life rune, single life, if I want to go another team speed, or if I want to go single speed. And I say that just because his base speed is super bad. He's 3600 and he's level 120. I have other monsters that are level 115, level 110 that are faster than this monster. So for now, I'm just going to give him a level 3 speed, single speed, just so he can outpace my attacker hopefully. That way I can showcase some of the things I wanted to do with this monster. But again, for runes, I'm either going to go another team speed, I'm either going to go a life rune, or I'm either going to go a high level speed rune. And I don't think I'm going to go with the life rune just because I don't think he needs it if you run Decomposing Body, which I will eventually. I'm going to pay the 20 gems because I messed up. I'm going to run Decomposing Body. I don't know what exactly I'm going to remove. If I find that I don't like Infestation at all, if all I really need is Vein Worms, then I'm probably going to get rid of Infestation and I might end up keeping Rotten Claw, or I might switch that for Infected Breath. I got to decide what do I need more. I think if your Fatid is going before your attacker, it's probably better to run Infected Breath, that way you can AoE poison and bleed everyone, all of the enemy monsters. But I think if your Fatid is going after your attacker, then I think it might be smarter to have the single target hit, Rotten Claw, that way you can just like attack whoever you need to, because most likely your attacker is going to OTK someone on the enemy field. And anyhow, with that being said, let's jump into some testing. Alright, so we're going to try this team composition, and Perfect Fatid is going before my attacker, Taiga, so I'm just going to recharge. And then, once again, I just want to show off the obvious combo. You're just going to Traitor Eater your attacker. The turn order does not get messed up. Wherever the monster that you killed, wherever he was supposed to go in the turn order, that's where he's going to go. So next up is going to be Taiga, not Demise, as soon as I bring him back. And when I bring back Taiga, he has triple damage. So obviously he's super buffed. He can easily eliminate the enemy monsters. His curse countdown lasts for 2 turns, so he won't be dying as soon as he attacks. So with my attacker, I'll just do my AoE skill, and everyone dies, right? Assuming it lands. And then you might be wondering, why would I want to do that, Armor? Why would I want to kill my own ally? Well, the reason you might want to do this is because there are things that can happen to your attacker. Maybe he gets possessed, that could be the worst thing. If your attacker's possessed, you kind of want to kill him so he doesn't kill you. Maybe he's blinded, maybe he's dazed, maybe he's blinded and dazed, has sunburn, maybe he has a DLT, maybe he was about to die because of a DLT. Let's say he has ignition and burning, he was gonna die next turn, so why not just kill him off and bring him back so he can attack? When you kill him off and bring him back, he comes back with full life, full stamina. So that is the best combo, that is like best case scenario. So that's why having your Fatid go before your attacker could be a really good thing. And then the next thing you should know about Traitor Eater, the way it works is that it drains 100% of total life from an ally. Total life, so it's only going to take away 33,063 from Taiga. If he has some sort of shield on, which I just gave him a double life shield, if he has a relic that gave him extra life, if he has anything that gave him, or a shield relic I should say, if he has anything that gave him additional life than his max life, then he's not going to be dying with Traitor Eater. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to combo that. Take a look. See, it took away exactly his max life, which just so happens to be his shield. What the heck? I'm so confused because that shouldn't have killed him. The shield was supposed to protect him. What the heck? It actually killed him. Okay, so this is why we do these kind of videos. This monster gets more and more interesting. Let's test this again, shall we? Okay, so we're gonna try this again, and we're gonna try it with Igursis this time. Let me activate Taunt. What I did is I gave him a shield relic, or an armor relic. What's it called? I gave him the duty of armor. So after being hit, he's gonna gain some armor. So we're gonna see if with the armor relic if he'll survive or not. Because from what I've been told, he should have survived Taiga in the last game. If a monster has a shield, it should have not killed him with Traitor Eater. So I'm curious why he survived, or why he died, I mean. So I'm kind of baffled by that. So we'll see what happens now. And on top of that, so got my armor of duty on. On top of that, I'm also gonna use armored troops again to give him additional shield, and I feel like he's gonna die. Maybe Traitor Eater got updated to where he'll actually die. Let's recharge, and just to show everyone, he has a shield on, absorbs incoming damage, and he has his armor from the relic. So let's see what happens when I do Traitor Eater. And what happened? He's alive. No, he's dead. Whoa. So I guess it got updated to where Traitor Eater will kill you regardless if you have a shield or not. So that is very interesting. Alright, and the next thing I want to showcase is evasion. Does evasion protect you from Traitor Eater? I haven't tested it, but I want to say it's yes. It should be an obvious yes. So let's just make sure that is the case. Traitor Eater. And Taiga is dead. What the heck? Even evasion doesn't protect you? Wow, that is an interesting skill now. I don't know if that's supposed to be the case. I'm really confused now, so we'll leave it at that. I guess I might have to do a follow-up video. Anyhow, let's go on to something new. Alright, on this next part, I want to talk about monsters that have the immunity to sudden death trait, like Demise, or like the Queen. Immune to sudden death, immune to death countdown, and instant kill effects. So when you first see this, you might think, oh awesome, my monster is protected, or my monster's not going to die with Traitor Eater. Well, that's not the case. So let me do Traitor Eater. So they die, right? And then you might be thinking, okay, even if it died with Traitor Eater, that's fine. I guess it's kind of not really an instant kill. It's a drain life skill that just happens to drain 100% of your life. But then you're thinking, okay, when I revive my dead monster, it's not going to die with Fatid's Curse Countdown because my monster is immune to sudden death. That's not the case. And the reason that's not the case is because, well, it's called Curse Countdown, not Death Countdown, like a monster like Metalhead would apply. So because that's the case, your monster would actually die, and there's no way to remove it individually. You can have another monster remove it, but just not the individual monster. So for example, Luthien, I don't think she has a skill to remove negative effects, which is fine, so we'll just recharge, and we'll wait for Demise to go, and you'll see what I mean. So, toy shots, okay. So Demise is gonna go, she's gonna die in one turn, but she has a skill called the Light Within, which removes negative effects. You would think that she could remove the negative effect before the Curse Countdown applies. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And unfortunately, like I said, her trait does not protect her because it's called Curse Countdown, not Death Countdown, so she still dies. Once again, this does not mean you can't remove the Curse Countdown, you just need to remove it with another monster. And in order to showcase that, I will use Demise and Ingvar, General Ingvar. So I'll do Traitor Eater once again on Demise, and then I will bring her back with Infestation. So I wish this was a little faster. Infestation, so she's back from the dead. Once again, she has Curse Countdown, she's going to die next turn, and even though she can remove the effect herself to save herself, I can have another ally get rid of it. So someone like General Ingvar does Encouragement, and now Demise will survive. So that's, again, I just want to be super clear that it's not that you can't remove the negative effect, it's just that you have to do it in the proper order. I still feel like if a monster does it, if a monster moves a negative effect themselves, I feel like they should be safe. Like, it just doesn't make sense that they still die if they remove the negative effect, and that happens before the end of the turn. So that's just an interesting thing. Maybe it can be updated, but that's how it works for now. And now what I want to talk about is artifact monsters. For some reason you can't resurrect artifact monsters, right? Well, the reason that is because Fatid's revival, it actually applies a positive effect, and artifact monsters, you can't apply a positive effect to them. So anyhow, Timerian has space time, and I'm so baffled by the fact that Traitor Eater still overrides. Oh, I'm so dumb. Traitor Eater removes positive effects, so that's why it can still kill a monster that has evasion or shield or anything like that. Okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was just, oh, that's cool then. That's really cool. So ignore what I said previously. See, this is why I make these videos. Even I learned something. So, anyhow, back to the revival. I'm going to try to revive him. I can't revive him because in order to revive him, I apply a positive effect, right? Now, let's see if my monster could die. Perfect. He's about to die. Okay. One thing I did here is that for some reason, you can actually resurrect Talos. So let's see if that's the case. I'll do Infestation, and look at that. He's alive. Why is he alive, but not Timerion? What's so special about him that he can be resurrected? I have no idea. Let's see. Let's do my ult to make it cool. I don't know. That's definitely a bug. If you can't revive Timerion, you shouldn't be able to revive Talos. And I only tested this one, but I'm pretty sure it's all of them. And I guess I can test it right now, right? If I have more stamina attacks. And so as I thought, I'm out of stamina, but that's fine. We'll just do some PvP and just do some trial runs with Fatid in actual player versus player. So let's see, what can I do here? I think I'm gonna go Warrior on Taiga to get rid of that Nishan's pet, because he can possess me and that'll be troublesome. So let's just do hit and kill, make target bleed. Awesome. And then I'll just do the combo with Fatid going first, Traitor Eater, get rid of my Taiga. Taiga is dead, and then I'll bring him back, triple damage. And just to showcase that the turn order doesn't get messed up, so it's pretty predictable. One of my biggest fears was that we couldn't predict what happens when you resurrect a monster, but now it's a lot more easy, or not, because now my Sammy went, and what happened to the turn order? Or maybe now I'm lost. Maybe I just didn't pay attention to the turn order. Maybe if you have a super fast monster like a Sammy with a bunch of speedruns, maybe then it messes up. I don't really know. Maybe, I think I just didn't pay attention. I don't know. This is what happens when I do these kind of videos. Let's just see what happens. Alright, let's go with Deadly Artifice. And bam, everyone dies because I had triple damage. Let's try this team again and we'll see what happened. Alright, I was hoping that that Krauten would be a lot more tankier, but this will suffice. Let's do Sama Warrior on Taiga again. Let's get rid of the enemy denier. So hit and kill, that'll OTK him. And then, no, it's Fatid, Taiga. It's Fatid, Taiga, then Sammy. But then when I do Traitor Eater on Taiga, then the order is still Bella, Sammy? It's still Bella, Sammy, but then when I resurrect, let's do Worms. When I resurrect, what happens? Then it just skipped to Bella. So, no, my biggest fear is still there. Turn order is still not predictable, so you have to be careful. You essentially just have to be careful. I'll go ahead and do Pain to get rid of the curse countdown on Taiga. And then, yeah, that was always my biggest fear, that, like, what if you can't control the turn order? What if you can't predict it? What do you do? I don't know. So let's see. Pestilence, and then Rotten Claw. So here's where having an attack on your Fatid actually comes in handy. See, if it was just my regular skill set, I wouldn't be able to do anything. Infestation, just don't need it. Rotten Claw, pretty useful because I can now poison and bleed someone. So I'm going to poison and bleed the enemy Krauten, or if I had the AoE, I could have done the AoE. But the more I think about it, I think Rotten Claw would probably come in handy more often than the other one if you're going second, because Taiga should probably be able to OTK your attacker. Whoever your attacker is, they should be able to OTK one of the enemy monsters. So I'll just recharge. And yeah, so hopefully this makes you decide what skill set you want to fully go with. What rune setup you want to go with. Do you want your Fatid going before your attacker or after your attacker? Does it not matter considering you can't predict the turn order? I don't know, or maybe there's an obvious pattern that I'm missing. As I'm recording, I can't really tell because I'm just focusing more on the battle. Again, Infestation, just a waste of a skill right now. Just have to recharge. I really think I'm going to replace that run my decomposing body, and that might be my new skill set. Let's see, Sammy, all these relics are activating, that's fine. Let's recharge, and then let's do Deadly Artifice. I lost my buff already, that's sad. Deadly Artifice, and then this battle's gonna take longer. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. Actually, no, I will bore you guys with that because something interesting might happen. Let's see if it does. Extra churn. The DLT is gonna kill you, Crowdson. Be careful. What is that? Curse countdown? Nope. Or death countdown. Again, I can't do anything, so just recharge. Normally, battle shouldn't last that long, so you don't really have to worry about that happening to you. If you have Fatid, he's really there as a precautionary measure in case your allies dies. Then he can do something, right? He can resurrect. He can resurrect twice if you're running both revival skills. Let's do pain, and then this is gonna end with Taiga attacking. Not ready to hunt, invisible hunter, and there it is. Alright, and now let's just do a team for fun. I brought Sammy and I brought Nox. If you know what Nox is capable of, then you know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna suicide with Nox. I'm gonna do total obliteration, and unfortunately that doesn't kill anyone because they put on a shield. Thanks to Bella, she put on the armor, so maybe I gotta switch on my plan because I don't want to die, because total obliteration might end up killing my allies, and I don't think I'll survive. I could give myself double damage and an extra churn. Do I want to do that? I have a damage. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. We'll see how that works out. Bye-bye, Sammy. Abducted soul. And I hope I don't end up losing Fatid too. Let's see. Maybe this is dumb. Total obliteration. Oh, killed everyone. Whoops. Does Fatid survive? Well, everyone died. Well, I guess that was just a little spoof. Alright, back to testing. This time I brought 2 of my Talos, and I'm just going to recharge with both. I'm going to see if they could both die, so I'll just recharge with everyone. I'll click on auto, and let's see, angry plant. So almost, let's recharge again. Recharge, 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 and recharge, and click on auto. Bewildered, okay, I'll let him attack. And come on, okay, perfect. Wait. And what does that do? Hopefully not anything too good. Okay, perfect. So I'll do Traitor Eater, get rid of my other one, and let's see if they can both be resurrected. So let's see if I can resurrect both of them. Infestation, and yeah, they for some reason they both come back from the dead, even though it says right there blocks positive effects. You can see he still has resurrected, temporarily brings a monster back to life. That's the reason artifact monsters shouldn't be resurrected, but for some reason he is resurrected. That makes no sense. And then of course, once he ends his turn, he will die because then the curse countdown takes effect, which also shouldn't apply because he's an artifact monster. Doesn't make a lot of sense, right? And so, you know, I think this video has gone on long enough. That's gonna be it. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. I definitely have more questions myself. I definitely need to do some more testing because there's a lot that confused me. When I did Agursus and he had the armor, I thought he should have survived from Traitor Eater, but for some reason he didn't. So I don't know if I need to test that again. The whole fact that you can resurrect Talos, that's very interesting. And then I still want to get some footage of where he actually gets possessed and does Traitor Eater against the enemy, but I have to find the right PvP battle, so I'll probably do that later on. But nonetheless, thank you all for watching this video. If you have any questions about this monster, any game mechanics, the way they work, please let me know and I'll try to get some video footage of it. With that being said, really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.